And we are our best at learning our way. Hey!
We ask questions, hey!
We have wonders, hey! 6th grade systems that learns their way, hey!
Ooh, we love to learn.
We learn our way because
we make sure we are kind, respectful, safe, and doing our best.
Hello everybody, I'm Kate.
And I'm Jasmine.
And welcome to the math segment of our show.
Our question for today is, how can we create and understand tape diagrams?
We have been working a lot on ratios, which will apply to what we will be talking about today.
Our subject will be tape diagrams. Tape diagrams are a way to present ratios. Like a ratio is compare two values.
Tape diagrams are set up like this. In the example, we are comparing 2 to 5. We have a 2 to 5 ratio. You can put 5 above 2 because 2 comes first in the order, and then you'd put 5 boxes on top and 2 boxes on the bottom.
These numbers could represent anything from dogs to planes. This leads us on to next topic about tape diagram, which is a word problem.
Word problems are a way to learn tape diagrams, which applies them to real-life problems. Here's one. Amy had 20 sheets of paper in her desk and 40 more in her backpack. How many did she have in total?
You would put 20 above 40 because 20 comes first in the problem and 40 comes second, and order does matter. For this problem, you would not want to draw 20 boxes above 40 boxes. So what you would do is just draw a 2 to 4 tape diagram, but then put 10 in each box. This way, the boxes on the top will equal 20, which it should, and the bottom will equal 40, and not 2 and 4. That may seem simple, but it gets harder when the digits have odd values. Then you get into some fraction and decimal work.
But when you get into some fraction and decimal work, at to the end, the tape diagram should equal what the two parts did in the beginning. This way you know the two parts are equal. Now I'll be teaching you a simple math game about tape diagrams and ratios. What you will need is a piece of paper, 2 dice, and a pencil. So first, roll the dice. I got 1 and 2. And now write them as a ratio. 2, 2, 2, 1. Now I'm going to be showing you how to put them into a tape diagram. So what you would want to do is you draw 2 boxes, and then 2 boxes on that side, and 1 box underneath, and make sure to draw the line of equivalent because that means when they were last equal. So now here's my 2 and here's my 1, and if you wanted to, this part you don't have to do, but you could put 1 in each box, and then this one would equal 1 and this one would equal 2.
This is how you can practice with tape diagrams and ratios.
This is called a teach chart. It is called a teach chart because the divider right here is in the shape of a tape. So this is a way to help find and organize equivalent ratios. So you can see this label right here says dogs and this one says cats. But like these are just examples. They could be any word at all. So the starting ratio right here is 2 to 15. To find an equivalent ratio, you could either add the same ratio to itself. For example, 10 plus 10 plus 15 plus 15 would equal, or you could just multiply the ratio by any number. Like 10 to 15 times 2 would equal 20 to 30.
Welcome to episode 2, Science segment. Hi, my name's Logan.
And my name's Dylan.
And Cameron's behind the camera, and Angel is currently absent today.
Hi everyone. Our main question is, how can we soundproof our studio?
Today we'll be demonstrating how we will be soundproofing our studio.
And today we'll be using foam panels. But how will that help us with soundproofing our studio?
The foam absorbs the sound waves. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that actually is pretty cool. Now let's show you a diagram of sound.
This is a diagram of sound waves moving through a acoustic panel. This is the informational part of our video. We're going to be talking about sound waves and how they work. So basically, when sound is distributed, it is vibrating the walls, which is making the sound higher and higher. Say you have acoustic foam panels on the wall. The sound waves aren't vibrating the wall so much because it's getting absorbed by the acoustic foam panels. And yeah, what do you have to talk about, Dylan?
Well, first off, sound waves can travel through all three of air, water, and solids. And whenever a sound wave is being absorbed by a foam panel, say if you're using foam panels, then if it doesn't hit the foam panel, which is kind of likely, it can bounce in between the foam panels and then eventually get lost. So either way, it can make a soundproofing material.
Now we're going to start talking about sound waves and how they work. Did you know that there are 2 basic types of sound waves?
Yeah, the two types of basic sound waves are longitudinal waves and transverse waves.
Sound waves can reflect off certain materials. Some materials absorb the sound. Now that we know what sound waves are, let's start showing you how to make them. Okay, next you want to put your foam piece in the center. Then you want to staple all the edges down. Hope you guys learned a lot about soundproofing.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
Hi, I'm Ian.
Hi, I'm Nick.
Our question is, how does ELA affect us in the real world? This is some footage of the first grade class, and what they're doing is they're doing their ELA, which their ELA is they're reading books and writing. They are increasing their fluency in reading, and they're just doing reading and writing, just like we do, but we do it more advanced because we're in 6th grade. December, we went to a museum called Chimney Point by Lake Champlain. Now I'm going to have Ian show you the pictures and talk about them.
When we went to the museum, Chimney Point, we found a lot of artifacts that they dug up. There's a list of all the artifacts. There was these keys, there was these hooks, there was these glasses, and then there was these cool arrowheads. There was also a boat that the Indians made that they would use to go across Lake Champlain. In the boat, there were swords, flintlock guns, beaver pelts. There was also a man dressed up as a British soldier that would show us around and show us all the artifacts. There's also a picture of Lake Champlain and the lighthouse across from the site.
Thank you, Ian, for showing the viewers all the pictures. Now, Maddie will explain the project that we are doing.
So, with those pictures that Ian has showed us, we are going to be doing a writing piece. So, each of us has chosen a picture we've taken ourselves. Like, I've chosen a beautiful picture of the lake with a lighthouse in the background, and showing part of bushes at the museum. It's really cool. I'm looking up some history on the lighthouse and the lake to see what's happened and how it got there. So that's the writing piece, and we're going to write an argument. No, not an argument, just an essay on that. So yeah. So our question is, how does ELA affect us in the real world? Do you know, Ian?
Yes, Maddie. ELA is going to affect us in the real world because one day we will get jobs and probably have lots of reading and writing assignments.
Cool. So have you guys ever thought about why we do ELA and what's it going to do in the future? Well, that's your answer.
Hey guys, today we'll be showing you some hula hoop tricks.
Then we'll show you how these hula hoop tricks affect your brain and body.
Finally, we'll show you how you can do these hula hoop tricks. Now let's head on down to the gym.
These are the tricks we will do.
First, Taylor and I will show you the coin flipper, then the Tino, an original Shepherd.
Then we will show you the walk the dog and the coin spinner. Similar trick to the coin flipper, but with very different quality.
Finally, we will do our team trick.
Now that we showed you what to do, it's time to talk about how it works.
hula hooping uses 30 core muscles, improves posture, activates joints, increases aerobic capacity, and will improve your confidence.
Hi everybody, welcome to the news.
Hi there, my name is Eli, and our driving question here on the News Network is, how does the news affect people and their opinions of others and current events? I'm Eli,
I'm Max.
And I'm Kaden.
and we are the News!
Interviewee is Lucas Stone. Hi Logan, tell us about your project.
My project is interior design. Basically, somebody will tell you what room in their house they'd like you to remodel. It could be on a budget or not. So basically, you could upcycle stuff or take stuff out if you want, and then put all new stuff back in, paint, and yeah, you just remodel the room, and yeah, that's my project.
Thanks for being on our show.
So my PBL is about snowboards, project-based learning, and so I want to make my own snowboard, and I want to have my own company and stuff, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get help from Burton and stuff, and I'm going to go to their factory where they make snowboards, and yeah, I'm going to go around to like ski shops and ask for support or anything for them to help me, and then I'll research about it, and yeah.
Thank you, Rocco.
You're welcome.
On to our next interviewee. Hi everybody, this is Kate, and she will talk about her project.
My PLP is about neonatal intensive care nursing. What that means is it's nursing for premature babies. It is like normal delivery nursing, but it has lots of different requirements. The babies are born smaller and have not completely developed. They are kept in an incubator, which keeps them warm. They use a blue LED light because the babies, when they're born, because they're so not developed, they don't have a pigment to their skin. So they use the blue light so they don't get a sunburn. The babies can be born anywhere from 5 pounds to 9 ounces. It really just depends on how far along they were before they were born.
Now we're going to do an interview with our principal, Mr. V.
So, why did you start the track?
Well, I didn't actually start the track. The track has been there. We've had that walking path for quite a while, and our PE classes used it for snowshoeing and cross-country skiing, and we've also used it for the last few years to start off our color run. So that's the first almost 3/4 of a mile in the color run that we have every year now. So what we're trying to do is make that a little bit more permanent. So we're taking that track and putting some hard SurePack, it's called, some hard surface on there so that people can use it year round. But we're going to try to enhance it a little bit more. Now, one of our volunteers and donors has a very special reason for getting kids involved in healthy living, and his donation is going to really make the track more of an educational thing too. We'll have signs at each 50-yard point that would include some positive thinking stuff, healthy living, anti-drug messages, and then we're going to work with the community and working like a story walk and some exercise type things as well. So it'll be a well-rounded community space for people to use.
So, the next question I have is, so will this just be for the school or the community?
Well, it'll be for the school's use, but it'll also be for the community to partake in, so that we're even looking at doing some natural lighting or some solar lighting so that the community, our seniors, our neighbors, can use the track, the walking trail, for their own use. And we also have some fields in there that all of the other elementary schools in our district can use as well. So it's definitely a community project.
This is what we did to celebrate the holiday season around our school. So these holidays dolls were set in a winter theme. showing the meaning of empathy through a story or quote.
So we did the empathy part because the reindeers were not doing empathy to Rudolph in the story of Rudolph. You do next part.
And so what we decided to do is make Santa and Mrs. Claus showing empathy to him and thinking about Rudolph when he was being treated like he wasn't supposed to be treated.
So, and on the door we have Mrs. Claus and Santa, and on the wall we have all the reindeers in the sleigh. And the guy who I made to this Vixen, one of the guys who make fun of Rudolph, and then we have Rudolph guiding the sleigh.
And he saw through the dark. That's how they got to all the house. Is when it was foggy.
Because we need light to guide through all the dark, even though the stars and the moon are lighting away.
And it was actually foggy.
Oh yeah, it's actually foggy too, but you can still see the moon and the stars. Hi, my name is Natalie.
And my name is Luke.
We are from Miss A's third grade class at CES.
For our Winterscape store, we created a gingerbread house with gingerbread people living in, giving a holiday card instead of a gift. Because not everyone receives gifts this time of year, on our gingerbread house store, we have the saying, "You need to believe in teamwork," which is the focus in our classroom.
We created a tree of empathy. On the tree, we have compliments and positive thoughts. We hope to spread like holiday cheer. These compliments and positive thoughts are something that we believe in. It took collaboration and teamwork to create our door, and we are very proud of it.
We
hope you have a warm holiday season and a great new year.
Stockings for friends. The stockings show empathy. We made them out of paper and we sewed them with string. We helped friends sew. We colored them with gray paws and painted over the picture. We put cotton on top of the stockings. We decorated stockings with a lot of glitter. We had to think about the good qualities our friends have.
We wrote compliments and put them in the stocking. We taped our stockings to the door. We did our best. No one knows what's in their stocking until we give them away at our Christmas party. We had lots of fun making the stockings for our friends.
I'm Kate, and I'll be representing the 6th grade door. So for our door, we wanted to do a snowflake, or a snow globe, to show how snowflakes are alike with people. As you guys know, every snowflake is different, same as people, and it's okay to be different. Our door shows empathy because on it we have a special message, and it says, "When the world feels unfair, our caring hands can shake it up like the snow in a snow globe and blow empathy around." That is showing how people can change the world, make it a kind place, and really have empathy and compassion for.
My name's Layla. Our door this year was put yourself in someone else's shoes. So we all made shoes and we all took pictures of each other and we put them in different shoes. And we had some people work on different things, like some people work on the background of the door, some people work on shoes, and some other people work on the sign. And we also had like this tree picture we put at the bottom of the door, and one of the students, I think, did 2 presents to put under there, and then I did a little elf to put on top of the tree.
Our door is an under the sea theme.
King Neptune is in a shell sleigh being pulled by seahorse reindeer. King Neptune is casting a spell to capture the Grinch in a snow globe, so that he cannot steal Christmas. Our door shows empathy and little bubbles on the doors. Inside they have acts of kindness.
We had teamwork and persevered in creating our door together. First, everyone brainstormed their own ideas. Then we had to decide as a whole class what we wanted to do, what we wanted to include, and what we didn't want on the door. We voted on what we wanted to have on the door and tried to include some of everyone's ideas. Then we split into groups. Each group was in charge of creating a piece of the door. In the end, we put it all together. This was hard work. We worked together, pulled our desks together to work, and we loved the door that we created.